by a rather peculiar and extreme little goblin crashing about, but now your little baby boy over on the backpack chest of Frederick. You guys have approached this relocated Balti Goblin Tribes group, looking for an amulet of which might control the otherwise nicknamed Guardian Vorn, something that Wakanga Otamu had assigned you all to do while you were trekking the jungle and exploring. As you were in the middle of doing this, the goblin led you to where this new base will be, and in so doing, he had got the attention of all the locals that lived there, and they began to fell upon you, going at you with slingshot and little dagger. And just as the fight was going so easily in your favor, Cholt G began to drum yet again as the familiar were-tiger looms in from the side. And we begin our session today with the were-tiger going in with its many claws and whatnot. Okay, when you spell were-tiger wrong, that does not really give me the edge I want. There we go, were-tiger. Yes, so the were-tiger begins to move in. And then, after getting a nice closer-up shot, he puts pressure on the druid hiding behind the tank there. Although, no, he goes for... well, no, he's feeling particularly nasty. He's going to go for... he's going to go for this person in the background, since they look particularly unpleasant. Longbow. Yes, he does 2 longbows at them. One of them is a crit, and the other is a 23. You're going to see all these rolls, nothing will be secret today. Alright, so the first one being that 23 does a great mighty sum of 10 points of damage into their being, while the crit does a further 11, going further than bloodying this, Nesrim, who, yeah, I guess it's still present for the time being. But that crit will definitely scratch across their upper portion to the nose, glancing over the eyebrows and nose as blood begins to like fill across their eyes as they are both blinded and also like just being a bit painted in the red blood of their own body, which is particularly unpleasant for her. Whew. And where are the kobolds go? Where are the kobolds go? God damn it. Okay. Kobolds have initiative of 10. Kobolds have initiative of 10. Very good. Alright. Pelagius, it's your turn now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get more into his character and figure out what he'd do here for a second.
There is a big baddie coming over the side, and he is protecting his little ant, who is part of his little workforce now. He is a bold paladin of who will protect his comrades as and when is necessary. He sees a threat coming by the side, and he sees a pack of wolves dealing with the small ones at the lily pad sort of area. He would maybe intercede the were-tiger and the rest of your group.
Alright, so, sorry, he's gonna move, maybe, here, and, just kind of, like, pull out his, he's got a shield, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a shield.
He's gonna kind of hold it up, like, and, yeah, I see it. He's just gonna kind of hold it up and just stand his ground.
Okay, very well. This essentially means that he performs the dodge action. If an enemy approaches or tries to hit him, that will be a disadvantage to hit him, which is perfectly fine. It's about as defensive as you can get during a round. And there ends his turn. Nesrin will try to swat at their eyes, trying to rub away some of the blood that's caught in between them. And as they do... pardon me a second. Yes. As they do, they stumble into a large collection of plants that were left to the side of this area. Okay, that was suggestive. If there was no context, that was a child. But these flowers look a little bit like this. In your handout, you should see tri-flower frond. And you should see that there is these scarlet red portions, these bubbly sort of like stamen and lengthened orangey ones, and these dripping, oozing yellow flowers. And as she goes in there, this sort of flower sort of reaches forward and strikes it with the red side of its like petals and whatnot. And it does happen to miss. So while she's not aware of it, she's kind of like knocked into it while this thing goes a bit wild and, you know, tries to get her. Alright, and that is her turn, basically. Okay, goblins are on 36. Wow, okay, there's something going on there which I don't like, but whatever. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie.
I think the goblins were at 26, yeah.
Alright, so they're at the top, I guess. Why? I don't know. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, Mr. Goblin. Come over to Daddy. Okay, you're not gonna come to Daddy. Why won't you come to Daddy? There we go. Boop-a-dee-ba-dee-boop, ba-dee-ba-dee-boop. Ba-ba-da-beep, ba-ba-da-boop. Okay, sweet. So, beginning of the goblins that are still kicking around. Whew. Okay, the two goblins that are around the corner here, we're going to try to thin out some of the packs of wolves that are messing everybody up. They will move in a bit further. They will keep their distance where possible. Okay, well, let's shrink that down a bit. There we go. Okay, so first goblin is going to go for this little wolf over here with a short bow attack. That's going to be a miss. Next goblin, same target. Miss as well. Yes. And then these goblins are going to move straight in. And they're going to scimitar the top wolf twice. This has much more success as it will hit and do 12 points of damage, which will poof that wolf back into away from existence. Both of them will perform the disengage action due to their nimble escape, and they will back up basically that small portion. Meanwhile, this goblin and these two down here are going to try and get this wolf off their queen's back with two scimitars of their own. One's going to be a hit, does a good amount of damage, but is unable to fell that wolf as it just goes a bit shy of finishing it off. They too shall do nimbleness to get out of there, just so they can keep dodging and evading, which maybe they should be tactically doing a bit more often. This guy goes over to here, and this one goes to here, as all three of these goblins lay into this wolf over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got a 22, a 20, and a 14. All hits, doing more than 11 points of damage, felling that wolf as well. As the rest of them can move down another 5 feet or so, back into the middle of this fray. Meanwhile, he just moved down from there. We got this goblin who's in the middle of this situation. So instead of staying in the middle of 3 wolves, he's going to do another scimitar at the wolf directly in front of him, miss, and then he's going to disengage and move to his other people. But what's interesting is, no, he's just going to stay there. He's just going to stay there. These two are short-bowed. We got this one over here, over by this tent, over to the side. He is going to short-bow. He's going to short-bow Pelagius Frederick while he's here. And a 15, that's going to be a miss. And I think that is just about... No, there's this one down here, down to the very bottom. Yet again, just another goblin to add to the rank as he tries to finish off the wolf that's already been bloodied by one of his comrades with a short bow attack. That's going to be a miss. And that is all of the adults. leaving only the queen herself, who is currently in the middle of all this stuff that's going on with her. I know she has more going on. There we go, there we go. Queen grabs up, there we go. Close that, open that. Oh, no, she has none of that. So Queen Grabstab, the lady boss of this settlement, she takes forward a shield while she herself is in a chain shirt, and she brings forward a scimitar of her own and makes one against that injured wolf. Manages to attack and kill it, and then she goes on to the next wolf just beside her. A miss. Alright, very good. And with that, that is all the goblins' turns. Now it is over to Kolos.
Alright, I'm going to use one of my arcane shots, the piercing arrow, and get those two wolves that are diagonal to me.
Remember that the wolves have been magically summoned by one of your friends due to one of them enchantments.
I must have missed that. I am so sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Don't let the person with the concussion make the really important mistakes.
No.
We all murder our friends from time to time.
No.
Sorry, just a moment.
No problem.
So I'm gonna move there to where I'm still on the lily pad, but I'm gonna try the arcane shot again, except going for these 4 guys here.
Wonderful, yes. You draw your bow back as the arrow starts to glitter in its magical silvery-like beam. And, yes, I need you to make me an attack, or as part of an attack action, you can apply one of your arcane options. Yes, so, let's see the attack roll, let's see the damage, and all the rest of that fun stuff.
1 second, sorry.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
And they're also supposed to make a,
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Totally. Alright, so that is going to be a hit. And if you would please care to do your arcane damage that comes upon as well as that.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a 1d6.
1 pass, 2 fails. And 1d6. Let's see this.
Okay, so I'm a bit, rusty. Is it, slash roll, 1d6?
That's absolutely correct. Whoa, very nice. So your arrow is certainly glittering with a severely damaging, piercing arrow that absolutely will light over through these creatures. Yes, Arcane Archer. Can Arcane Archer be found in Xanathar's Guide to Everything?
Sorry, what was that?
Can Arcane Archer be found as part of Xanathar's Guide to Everything?
Yes, it is part of Xanathar's.
I'm on Ranger, and I do not see...
It's fighter. It's under fighter.
It's fighter, actually.
Thank you very much. That would be why. Tra-la-la-la, do. What I want to know is if the 7 damage you've done originally is going to carry on with the 6 for all the others. That's what I want to know.
Oh, 1 sec.
C for cleric, and there's a fighter. Over at fighter, we're looking for Arcane Archer. Arcane Archer, beebity boop, beebity bop, bop, beebity bop, beebity boop, beebity bop, boppity boop, piercing arrow. Go on.
I threw it in chat what I had in my character sheet.
So it takes damage as if it were hit by the arrow, plus an extra 1d6 piercing damage.
That's excellent. That is magnificent. That becomes 13 then. That goblin's dead. That goblin's dead. That goblin's dead. And that one is dead as you completely skewer them into a slumped lineup, one after another, as they fall like dominoes to you. Hang on. Did you want the bodies left here, or do you want them deleted?
What is the difference?
The difference is that you're going to be able to see them.
I mean, is there any reason they should be there?
Up to you.
Looting purposes after? Or hiding under corpses or something?
Is there any way we could put an X over them?
There is absolutely a way we can put an X over them.
Yeah, let's put the X over them. My concussion brain will just be like, oh, there are 4 goblins right here. Let's do another piercing arrow.
Very good, very good. So yes, you kill 4 all in one easy shot of your bow.
And that'll end my... Actually, I'm gonna just scoot over here and end my turn.
Outstanding, excellent. Alec Fireforge heads on over to his friend rather, as he tries to help them out, kind of missing the flower that's in the way there, and as he tries to tend to her, as he tries to tend to her, the red blossom sort of comes forward and grapples him, getting him stuck there, while he starts being assailed by poison damage. Beldrak, from the back of your nannying paladin, you see that there may be an opportunity for you to assist this crowd. Maybe not so much the 2 in the middle of the flowers, but you would certainly choose this as a great time to show your superiority over other goblins, perhaps.
I'll try to shimmy up my nanny's back, pop up on his back like a Batari battle stack would,
Yes.
and I'm gonna start binging my head, bop my head from side to side, bells, 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 and cast Toll the Dead on the were tiger.
That's awesome. Yay. Very good. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be a wisdom saving throw. Boop. Wisdom save. That is going to be a pass.
So he takes no damage.
Very good. You say some bells a couple of times, but it's no less brilliant.
Nice try, little buddy.
Oh, it's soup.
It's soup.
Yeah.
It's soup.
Now comes the wolves go. This is down to you, Gengar.
Yeah, I don't see me on my initiative order anymore. I don't remember where I was.
That was because we deleted your character out. We're going to say
Right,
that
yeah.
your initiative is now on the wolves go.
Well,
So
it
now-
has to be separate though.
Very good. Bobbity bobbity beep. Bibbity boop. Shibbity bah. Okay, you have initiative of 10. I hope you're happy.
Alright, well that works. That works.
It does work.
Okay. I'm not sure. I guess. Which one looks like the most injured goblin right now?
There's so little to determine what these goblins are hurt or if they're alive, because they just fall as if they are dead or never were alive at all, really. They're either like fully on health or you bitch slap them and they die.
Okay.
For what goblins remain, none of them are injured.
Okay. Alright, then what I'll do is I'll move over here. And I'll take my sword and shield of my scimitar and swack at it.
Perfectly fine, yeah. Let's see this attack roll.
So here we go.
That sounds like more game in the background. Alright, that is going to be a miss, actually. As these little goblins, though small and though unassuming, are still armored with shields and leather armor. And rather dexy.
Righty then. I guess that'll be that then for me.
Very good. Now we begin with your wolves go, your summoned pack. Alright.
Yeah, okay, and then... Alright, so I'm gonna go move one wolf there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move one wolf here, and the one that I just moved is gonna attack or both of them are going to attack the goblin here.
Very good. They have advantage due to pack tactics, and the other wolf wouldn't need pack tactics because you, yourself, Gengar, provide pack tactics, being a friendly ally.
So this here.
That is a hit, and that goblin somehow manages to stay alive for whatever reason. He makes a strength saving throw as the wolf pushes him down, tries to... Oh, okay. Okay, well these are goblins of the jungle, and this goblin, he takes this wolf by its jaw. He holds it up as he plants his feet down, and he basically gives some sort of goblin cursing or whatnot, as he utterly just sort of takes this wolf by the face, kind of like pushes him back, and just basically launches that wolf back. He doesn't go prone, but the wolf kind of gets shoved by this surprisingly strong, bulky goblin.
Alright, then I'll just do another one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, you are still within 550 of the enemy. Pack tactics applies. That 20 will be a hit, and this brave, strong, mighty lone goblin is gnawed in half by this nasty wolf.
Great. Next up, I'm going to move this wolf over here, and he'll attack the goblin in front of him.
Very good. Let's see an attack, please. Very nice. Again, just like tearing across this goblin's shoulder and collarbones and what have you, as this goblin is not like his powerful, mighty friend that he just got felled before. He does get prone and pushed down as this wolf bears down upon him. You have two more wolves.
These two... they're gonna start chomping on the chief. So here's one.
That is a miss.
With advantage?
With advantage, no, that's not. That's going to be a hit. And it does a good sum of damage. And the chief S, Queen Grab Stab herself. Hang on. Well, she would have ordered her people to come Vanilla by if they weren't cowards. Okay, strength saving throw. She fails and goes prone.
Okay, and then the other one's going to attack.
Perfect. Exceptional. Yeah, she's getting demolished here. Though a bit more hardier than the others, it's still not taking much to decimate her. Alrighty. Then the were-tiger. He makes his turn now. He, doobie-doobie-doo. What's he gonna do? 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 So, being in the hybrid form that he is, looking like part man, part tiger, he comes charging after the stack that you've made, Beldrak. He comes charging straight at you, and he pounces across you guys, and then hits with a claw attack, yes. So, he comes charging at you, lunges at you with a claw to the base, which is Mr. Pelagius, and hits with a 21, doing 10 points of damage, and I'm going to need Pelagius to beat a strength saving throw, please.
1 second. Oh, yeah, okay, I found it.
Lovely. That is a miss. Pelagius goes prone, and the tower that you've made, Beldrak, crumples over as you two get knocked back and fall prone behind him. Now, I'm going to need Pelagius to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, he's
My
going to turn
husband
into
is gonna kill me.
Can anyone explain, anybody at all explain, what the little multicolored symbol right beside his snail represents?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Looks like bacon.
It shall be
Yes.
removed, and this is going to be a failed throw.
Uh-oh.
And I'm just going to label this with boop-a-dee-ba-doo. Let's resemble it with that will not look nicely.
He's contracted rabies.
Ooh, that's even
I'm
worse.
relaying this to Frederick right now. He's just like, you did what?
Yeah.
Even worse, it's were-tiger rabies. The worst kind of rabies.
Could be rat rabies though.
I mean, you could accept the lycanthropy.
No. I would not.
Very
Oh,
nice.
come on, tigers are awesome.
Yeah, but being a were-tiger is...
So he may as well lay in with a second claw attack while he has himself perched over the prone Frederick, or Pelagius rather. And with advantage being prone, that is a 21 doing 5 points of slashing damage. So Pelagius is
Ouch.
hurt a bit more. Indeed. Okay. Nesrin is currently still bloodied, and she is dealing with a whole host of nastiness she doesn't particularly care for. So she tries to go for the tree flower frond. Excuse me. She tries swacking away and going at it with her swords and weaponry, going into a bit of a panic. But her shots and her slashes go wide as she's unable to hit the stationary flower. Pelagius, otherwise known as Asymmetrix for the time being.
Yes.
As you felt that claw scratch down your neck to come just to the top of your heavy armor, you felt its scratch marks burn deep into your body and being. You feel them deeply, and you know that this is a scar you're going to feel tonight and for many, many nights to come. For the time being, though, you're prone and in the middle of combat with friends to look after and depend upon. It's your time to bring down the hammer.
Okay. 1 second. Frederick's like, you need to do this, and I'm just like,
Metagaming!
I know, I'm not listening to him.
And that's why you get inspiration right now.
Oh!
Wow, there you go.
Inspiration by ignoring my husband.
Yay!
There you go.
Wait, who gets inspiration? Kolos or Pelagius?
Up to you. You're controlling both.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to continue the route of ignoring your husband.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, the wife is always right.
Oh god. Doesn't he have like a pact of peace or something to where he shouldn't be like hurting anything?
That's
Yeah,
up
he's
to
a
you.
worship of the goddess of peace. Okay.
Very well.
Can I try to cast sleep on the were-tiger?
You may try, but the were-tiger is A, magically summoned.
Oh yeah.
But B,
Sorry.
it has a lot of health, and the sleep spell requires doing lots of things. I'll allow the metagaming in how you rule his character by talking to him, but I think he would take up arms at this point and fight to defend his
Yeah,
friends.
since he was just like, okay, so I'll just do this.
That is going to be a miss. I also hope you spend half your movement to get up from being prone.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Probably.
How do you pronounce that word?
The Yikla.
Yikla?
That's correct. It is a native Chelton weapon.
Oh yeah, I've got that for a few campaigns.
So yes, half movement, gets up from prone. Very nice. And yeah, I basically believe that is his turn.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Goblin's turn. This one is prone, being mauled by a thingy-mabob. He is going to spend half his movement to get up from prone. He's going to nimbly disengage, and then from that other position, he's going to shortbow that wolf down if he can. Shortbow. He rolls a 23, an amazing shot, and does a great deal of damage into that wolf nearby, while the two nearest are going to have to be given a miss. Or will they? Seeing as their queen is in danger, the queen... I'm not bringing back that Knuckles meme. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy.
It just went up by 10 again.
Yeah, I
What?
noticed that too.
What went
Yeah.
up by 10 again?
The
Different
Goblins
initiative.
initiative.
Yep, it's some part of formula. They were at the top of the initiative anyway. We may as well keep it that way, and who cares what the math does. The scimitars of these goblins lay in, like trying to mow down the wolf that's assaulting their queen. There's a crit fail with a crit success. Whew, that's an interesting goblin. He just farts and he kind of just does a somersault. Meanwhile, that 21 is going to do a good deal of damage into that wolf over there. And the goblins are going to maintain looking after their queen. They're going to stand either side of her. Meanwhile, this other one, he sees an opportunity to get rid of this other wolf. They need to get the wolves off their queen's back. He's going to triumphantly and proudly not go from that position like I thought he would. He's going to go proudly from behind here and do a short bow. It's not a double nat
Never
one.
mess with nature.
Yeah, nature is a bitch right now, certainly. Meanwhile, this goblin can't help but see the reckoning you've bestowed, Kolos. So instead, they're going to come behind this little tent. This one kind of takes some cover behind this tent. And from their semi-covered positions, they're going to short bow this wolf down, if they can. Oh, yes, there's a crit. And that one's a miss. But the crit does a mighty blow into the wolf, kind of striking down its hind legs as the wolf kind of is reduced in its movement speed, now kind of limping around as he's a bit hurt from that. It was a mighty blow from the short bows. And with that, that is... then we still got this little guy. This little guy who notices that you are the summoner here, so he goes to short bow you, which he can do back from that position. He didn't need to move forward at all. And a miss.
Yes.
Kolos, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move there and just try to longbow that guy diagonally down for me.
Alrighty, let's see that line. Is this the guy you want?
Oh, no, the other guy,
This one?
Yeah.
No problem. That's
And
an
then
exceptional hit, and that goblin... He thought he was doing such a good job before you just utterly get through his grey matter of a brain from behind him. Just so taken aback as he just slumps there, so elegantly killed.
I think Kolos is missing his calling as a ranger.
Yeah.
No, certainly.
That's all he's gonna do here.
Wonderful. Arak Fireforge tries to come in with a cure wounds, but as he does so, the tree flower frond essentially just kind of intercepts, getting some of its many winding vines into entwine around Nezarin, as basically it kind of just messes him up. And he is kind of grappled by it still, so he takes 2d4 poison damage, which begins to course through his being and soaks into his bloodstream as he's coming flashing against this this flower. Meanwhile, Nezarin has gone limp and has started to be engulfed by some of the plant's many vines and tendrils. Beldrak, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to use my movement to get up. And then I'm going to move alongside of my big friend.
Lovely.
And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds by touching the were-tiger. Pretty kitty.
I like it. I like it a lot, yes. What level do you cast this?
First level, and I'm not going to hit.
Very good. First level, which is, yeah, I can see it's not going to be a hit. Very unfortunate. Unfortunate. Unless somebody has inspiration they want to spend.
Here, why don't we just throw that inspiration?
Hey, why not? Okay, why don't you roll that again for me, please? We'll take the 13 if this is a hit. Maybe we'll take the 23 if it's a hit. And that unfortunately is not a hit, even at advantage.
Darn.
Dang. I'll just stay there then.
Inspiration
Just chipping away at
spent. Yes, this tiger, though he excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Though he is currently messing up Pelagius, his attention doesn't swift to you, even as you're trying to mess it up. His focus is fixed on one of the Chult G players. Okay, it is now over to Gengar. It's your turn, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my scimitar again and run over to this goblin here.
Lovely.
And I'm gonna try and slash at it.
Perfect, by all means. Let's see. That is a hit, and the goblin is bloodied, though he is resistant enough to be able to hang in there, though he is a bit scared that he's been brought into melee with you. One simple slash is all this takes to kind of get the wind out of his sails and make him nervous to be in your presence.
Sweet. Alright, that's Elithiel's turn.
And now for the wolves.
Alright, so these two here are gonna go towards these two.
Very good.
This one, the first one, the one that's damaged is gonna attack this one.
Yes, now this one is a smaller one, even by goblin terms.
Oops,
This
I
is
didn't mean to-
little child.
Oops, I didn't want to kill the child.
But
I'll
Anakin,
just...
they're only younglings.
They're only the younglings.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna attack this one. I'm gonna attack this one.
Excellent. You will have pack tactics all forward.
Okay. So this one first.
That is going to be a miss.
Alright. The second wolf will attack.
At
Oof.
advantage, that is a... Okay, so the first wolf is kind of just like there for show. The second one utterly, like, takes a huge, delicious, meaty chunk out of this goblin's guts, completely eviscerating him as this little goblin child sort of runs and screams in terror.
Alright. Next. Oh shoot, how much can the wolves move to?
Oh,
Probably-
the police are here. You're abusing the goblin children.
Abusing the system? Is that what you were gonna say?
No, abusing the goblin children.
Oh. They can move 40 feet, so I'm gonna move to here with my
Nice.
other wolf.
Nice.
And this one's gonna attack that goblin.
Perfect. Pack tactics will be included. You are a friendly ally.
Oh, that didn't do too much.
That will be a miss.
Alright. I'm gonna move this wolf over to here.
Yes.
And he will attack this goblin here.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
22.
That's going to be a hit, and that's going to just tear apart another goblin.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yep. Now, he is limping,
Alright.
but he had so little to move, he can pull that off.
Alright. And then the goblin beside the queen is going to attack her.
The goblin, or do you mean the wolf?
I mean the wolf beside the queen
Yes.
is going to attack the queen. Yes, sorry.
And at 18, that is a hit, and the queen is hurt so badly as she is really not looking good, and of course she will make a strength saving throw.
Isn't she already prone? I thought she was prone already.
I guess she's still
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's staying prone. She just accepts that death is inevitable at this point.
Okay.
Wow.
That's my turn.
Alright, it is the were-tiger's turn.
Oh no.
The were tiger in its hybrid form. Yes, in its hybrid form, it makes 2 claw attacks against Pelagius. Both are going to be misses.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's his turn. Nesrin is eaten deeper into the tri-flower frond of this random place jungle area and disappears down into its being.
Oof.
Yes.
Hi, Desmond.
Pelagius, it's your turn.
He's just gonna try to take another stab at this thing.
Yeah, definitely. That is going to be the hit. And it will do some piercing damage, certainly, which looks mighty. But it's not unfair to say, given your last encounter with the were-tiger, it looks like it took none of that, as it looked
Damn.
like it didn't care.
I have a question. Does does the curse thing count as a disease, or is it like something else?
Curse.
It's a curse.
If he
I mean,
has it, of course.
I was just gonna. Yeah, true. Sorry. Okay, that's the end.
Don't worry, he's got the curse, and it is a curse.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Is that his turn?
Yeah.
Very good. Don't forget, he's got smites to make his weapons magical.
I'll keep that in mind next time.
Very good. Goblin's turn.
That time it went up by 12.
Yep.
It's
These
just
goblins are just.
It represents how many goblins are actually being played right now. So
Is it really? I don't know. It's got its own rules going on here. The
Yeah.
queen! Protect the queen! They charge right in, scimitars in hand, and try to fell these wolves. The goblin on the right tries to do what he can, fails. The next goblin comes by.
oh, that's a hit.
Woo! He kills that one, and he moves in to protect the queen. Meanwhile, this goblin down here, he sees a way he can assist from a distance, just moving a bit to the side and taking a shot at the wolf from over there. And that's a hit, and I believe doesn't kill your wolf, just injures it, unfortunately. Only getting close to bloodying it. And he just basically backs up another 13 feet over this way, so that his line of sight is impaired from Kolos. Okay, this one over here, he's going to try a scimitar on you, and miss.
Misses.
And he disengages and moves further away, trying to flee for his life and to jump in the river.
I'm just wondering, are they able to do 2 actions?
It is not 2
Or-
actions. They have Nimble Escape, which Mr. Beldrick, otherwise known as Soup, will be able to tell you all about.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. That's cool though.
Certainly.
They can take disengage as a bonus action, right?
You have the ability, so hopefully you know. But yes, you can take a disengage or hide as a bonus action.
That's pretty cool. I mean, if it's on our team. If not, then it sucks.
I mean,
Indeed.
it is on one person on your team.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're running away from me. It's not fair.
Throw your scimitar at them.
Yeah.
No.
Certainly. Kolos, it's over to you.
Alright. I'm going to step forward and take my longbow and try to get the guy straight down from me.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
the queen shall have to be assisted by a corpse because that guy is just sniped.
And then he's gonna just duck back around there again.
You are a
Nice.
deadly shot. Meanwhile, Arak thrashes and tries to contest with this tree flower frond, all three of its multicolored petals coming in, lashing him with acid damage, and lashing him with even more poison as the roots of and whatnot begin to wrap and tighten around him as they too look to engulf him as a whole. Beldrak, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move behind the were-tiger this time, and I'm assuming it's got a tail I can see.
It has got a tail, you can see. You should have a handout even in all of your stuff that basically says were-tiger, which you can check out.
Alright, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds, but I'm gonna grab a hold of its tail and try to pull it.
Nice. Nice. Let's see that roll. By the way, always roll with advantage because that's how we work here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah, that's going to be a miss. Unfortunately, his tail is just a bit too elusive. Anyway, with that, we're over back to Elothiel.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, I may as well. I'm just gonna chase after it, that way it doesn't get away from me. And I'm gonna slash at it.
Wonderful. Yep, this goblin, back turned, hands in the air, fleeing for its life, is cut short in its prime as you lay it low with your scimitars.
Alright, and then that'll be my turn, but I look at the other wolf that I was just beside, and I'm gonna point it towards, I'm gonna point it towards here, as my turn ends.
Lovely. Perfect. Yeah. And, yeah, the wolves follow your command, so time to control the wolves.
Alright, so this wolf is gonna nod towards me a little bit, and he's gonna run over here, and he's gonna try and take a bite at the were-tiger.
Nice. Let's see.
And let me just see, one of the wolf's allies. It would have advantage, right? Because Soup is an ally of the wolf, technically.
Indeed,
I think?
it would, and it would have
Okay.
advantage from Paladrius if Soup wasn't
Yeah.
there.
Fair enough. Alright, here we go.
That's going to be a
Ooh.
miss.
That's too bad. Alright. Next, these two wolves down here.
Hmm.
This wolf is going to go here. This wolf is going to go here. One of them is going to attack this one. So let's see how that goes. So 1.
Alright, excellent.
So 22.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit. And that goblin is going to bleed out over this large anthill.
Okay. Let's see. How much did I move with that other wolf? I don't remember. Where was he?
If you don't
I think he
remember,
was-
he's moved his full movement.
No, he was here, so he moved 25. Okay. So 25, and then I have 15. Okay. Okay, I'll just move him down there.
Very good.
The other wolf. I don't know. I don't know what the other wolf is gonna do.
You can finish off a small goblin or the queen, you know?
Yeah, but he won't have advantage, and I'm scared that he's gonna die.
Well,
Do you care that much about the wolf's life?
I do though.
Aw.
It's a pupper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, let me see. The were-tiger is next, right? Yeah. So, you know what? Why not? I'll try attacking the smaller goblin because the chiefess, I guess, is prone, right?
Yeah, the chief is prone and barely alive.
Okay. All right.
So
So it'll go over. Unless the other, I don't think the other goblin's been hit. You know what? I'll go after the chiefess.
Okay.
Oh, the good thing I said that.
Yeah, so as you do that, the chiefess, in her desperation, grabs her goblin buddy, and the two swap places as she grabs them, rolls him, and gets him to take the hit for her. She says something in Goblin as she basically just grabs him by his mask, throws him in her place as she scurries to the side, and that jaw comes lunging in to utterly demolish that Goblin and kills him instantly.
Wow. Okay.
Barely
Alright.
and narrowly escaping death. And I mean,
That's such a goblin thing to do.
yeah, yeah, of course.
All right. Well, that's the wolves.
Yeah. Very good. Alright, so, yeah, that's the wolves. Were Tiger's turn. Were Tiger can afford to get something off it. Well, I mean, this poses no threat. Now, Mr. Goblin behind him does pose a threat, Mr. Magic Man. Mr. Pelagius less so, but yeah, Mr. Magic. Now you've got his attention. Were Tiger being sentient will come over and yeah, Mr. Kitty. Ooh. Haha. He's gonna claw you twice. That's a 15 and a 24.
Yeah,
Both
15's
hits.
my AC.
Yep, you take 17 points of damage. Yeah, and I would like you to make me 2 Constitution saving
Oh my
throws,
God.
please.
Oh no.
Your little goblin warlock, you have dumped your gun. Hey! Why do
Nice.
you have advantage?
Oh, I didn't. I just left it on.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But basically, yeah, we would just always want to see the 2 results, which I guess Inflict Wounds couldn't have done at the time. But yeah, you get what I mean. I want to see 2 results, and Inflict Wounds didn't do that. You passed twice. Well done. You are not cursed. Very nice. Oh, by the way, you felt some of that primal bloodlust sort of thoughts and feelings for a very split moment course through your being as these claws scratch and lay into you. But you've given yourself over to other powers. Now it is Pelagius' turn.
He's just gonna, so is that it? 1 second, I'm looking through his, abilities here. I keep also accidentally trying to take his HP off of Kolos's HP, and I'm just like, I can't do that, he only has a few.
The magical power of smiting evil.
I mean,
an
yeah.
Wait, is that Divine Smite?
Yeah.
Oh, lit. I'm gonna try that. You
Yeah.
can tell I don't really mess with this stuff.
You know, no, it was just that this is your second time using lit. And I'm just wondering how often you use it now, because once it's like, they use lit, that's fine. But you've used lit twice in this session alone. So now I'm wondering how many times we can look forward to lit.
I had a long
That's how
conversation
lit
with
things
Frederick
are.
over the phone earlier. That's how often it's gonna happen.
Nice. Very well. No other music is playing. So yes. What does Pelagius get up to?
1 second. So then, can I combine that with the Yukula, the
A
things?
melee attack.
Yeah, the Yikla.
So that.
Excellent. No other music will play. That's great. That's great. Dee. How about Eye of the Tiger? No. It's just. I just have the Dark Temple. No other music will load. Okay, so the other Yikla, that is a miss.
Rip.
Rip indeed.
Oh god, they're an initiative.
It's fine. They're all gonna die off soon.
No one will die.
In fact.
Don't be silly.
In fact, yeah. All that's left is the queen.
Yep.
Little do you know, but my bard has been giving them inspiration dice on their initiative this whole time.
Oh,
How
yeah,
dare you.
there's definitely music coming in over the corner, or like over beyond the trees, certainly. That much is clear, definitely.
What is that racket?
Certainly. So
The
Queen
sound
grabs
of bagpipes echoes through the jungle.
Oh god.
Is this a Highlander? Like what?
I wasn't expecting bagpipes. Wonderful. Yeah, so she makes 2 attacks with a scimitar. The first one is a hit and will kill that wolf, and it does disappear and evaporates. So with that aside, she will begin to make her escape. She will begin to run and make her escape. Also,
She just yeeted.
yeah. Also,
Wow.
now is a good time that while the wolves are here, with the body of the goblin so nearby, these swarms of ants, red ants, come coming out of these like mountainside, these like hillsides, as they start to Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull, the best Indiana Jones movie there are, swarm over these bodies and starts to envelop and eat them. And seeing the wolf being nearby, they fancy having even more to feast upon. And I guess they have the swarm of ants stuff. Yes. So, the swarms go to bite at the wolf. That's going to be a miss. And the other swarm goes for the wolf. Well, that's a miss as well. And that is the, that's the ants. Not as excellent as I thought. Okay, Carlos, over to you.
Alright, so I'm going to take a dash action and try to intercept the queen.
Okay. I mean, no need to intercept, you can just snipe them.
I want to try to, when I get up to her, I want to try to do an intimidation check to get her to surrender.
Very well. Okay. So, yeah, you have the movement available to you. Go and do your stuff. Though I will remind you that the key that you're after is down here, and let's measure that movement that you've just made. Yeah, that's within a dash range, certainly. You dash on in front of her, and she is spooked, to say the least.
Fishman just like showed up here.
Like what?
Nice.
So he's gonna just try to intimidation check her into submitting.
Yeah. By all means, go for that intimidation. Okay, certainly. Shra-la-la-la-la. Deep-a-deep-a-doo.
It's okay, she's running towards the sounds of the bagpipes.
No, she's running away.
Won't escape.
She's running away, certainly. In her scrambling, fleeing, she is going to look like she's going to continue running. Like there is no more talk now. There is no talking, and she continues to run for her life.
Oh.
You sound so defeated there. Oh.
He didn't expect that to fail.
Yeah. As for Arak Fireforge, he will continue to be acidified, poisoned, and choked out as he continues to go into the gullet of this flower, disappearing out of sight.
Savage.
Savage indeed. You're full of like, sick play, bro. Oh, that's lit. Savage. Oh, 1/420 plays it. I don't know.
1/420.
1/420 isn't enough. 1/420.
Yeah.
Bell-
Yonhaku need you is how you say that in Japanese.
There,
Oh,
that's
fuck
what
off.
a
I know that.
428.
That's a good one. That's a good roll.
Sen Yonhyaku Niju Ichi.
Niju Moe. Oh.
Moi? It's no Moi, there's an Ichi. Fuck you, I know my Japanese. Beldrak, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go bad kitty and try to smack him
On
with
the
the
butt.
inflict wounds again.
Oh, that's pretty high up on asymmetrics. Nice.
No.
If you got 420, I would have said everybody gets all the sandwiches for life. Okay,
Oh.
that is a hit. And this is first level still, I take it.
Second
No,
level
it's
spell.
second.
Ah,
8
very
plus
nice.
8.
And then I'm also gonna use my bloodletting focus, which lets me. Alright, here, I'll put it in the chat.
Lovely. Worsening the agony of your nearby foes. Yes, you can even increase the necrocy. So this
So that's
26 becomes
30?
30. Yes, 30 points of damage.
That
Wow.
is heavy.
It is heavy. Imagine if you had done that all your other inflict wounds. No, this were-tiger, a blackened trail of nasty necromancy, courses up his spine and his being as you suddenly lay it into him as he starts to suffer and to decay before you, his tail wrinkling up and his hair shedding as he meows in a disagreement kind of sound.
Very bad kitty.
Yeah, totally. It is now Ilufil's turn.
Alright, let me see. Not sure what I can really do.
Oh, Mr. Ilufil, no moonbeam? No moonbeam today?
No, not when my friends are around.
But moonbeam!
But my friends!
But moonbeam!
Don't worry, someone will use it eventually. And...
Quick,
can
everyone
murder the
scatter
goblin
and
children.
use
Can you
moonbeam.
Frederick's already accepted that Plagiarist is gonna die, so I mean...
So I mean, no, I don't want to do that just because.
Oh my god,
I'm-
he would be like he would be like Hamperfeed. So even the moonbeam would double fucking. Yay!
Yeah,
Pardon.
exactly. So, let me see. Did I have the short bow already? prepared?
Just
No,
so
but
we're
I can roll
covered,
easy.
he is cursed, but he is not. He denies the lycanthropy, which means that he is not going to suffer its effects yet.
I am going to. Geez, I don't know. I'm going to go into here, into the shrubbery, and I am going to.
Become one with the
I'm actually I'm gonna attempt to hide, because I am a wood elf, so.
Oh yeah,
Um,
blending with nature would be just utterly on brand for you. Let's give me a stealth check, please.
okay. Stealth. There it is.
Outstanding. This shall not be made with advantage, but there shall be a +2 in there, so this will be a 14 for you.
Okay.
And yes, you become stealthed. Sure.
Alright. And then, that will be my turn.
Very nice. It is now your wolves go.
Alright, so these two wolves down here, they're gonna make a beeline. They're gonna sprint. Or
Very good.
dash, I should say. So this one's gonna go here.
You've activated my trap card. Wait a minute. Come on, let me use it. Let me use it. Come on. Let me please play. Why won't they work? Oh. If you could hear this, you'll hear
You triggered my trap card!
God damn it. The two swarms of ants that you've forgotten will lash out. One will be a hit. One will do 5 points of damage, and your wolf is gonna die as the collection of ants scramble across its being and will make that thing puff out as it just basically is surrounded in a swarm of ants.
Alright, then in that case, the other one will just move. Or
know.
dash, I should say. To there. There we go.
He got fleas, asymmetric, so he got fleas. That's why.
Oh man,
Yeah.
severe fleas.
Severe fleas.
Beautifully. Yeah, that'll be. Oh wait, no, I forgot about the wolf up here. The other wolf is going to take a bite at the were-tiger with advantage.
Yes, that's going to be a miss.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be my turn then.
Were-tiger. The were-tiger roars against this this would-be animal, you know, and wait, no, it's no threat to him. You're a threat to him. He's going to claw you twice. Nat 1 and a 15. The 15 defenders lose. You take 9 points of slicing damage. And make me a constitution saving throw. How many can you hold back from? How many can you resist?
All of them, apparently.
Yo, whoa! Whoa! Look at that. Why?
I don't know
wait,
what happened.
Wait.
Why is it 2d20?
Why?
Why is it 2d20?
Yeah, why? I mean, you're the first I've ever seen pull this off. Let's try that again.
That'd been a 14.
Let's try that again. Just click this normally for me, please. I just want to see if it's always going to do 2d20 for you. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Yep, it fixed itself. Alright, we'll take the crit. No, we'll take the 14. We'll be honest, we'll take the 14. And
I'm good with that.
you will continue to resist the lycanthropy that continues to try to assault your being. Very good. And you're barely alive. It is Pelagius' turn. Pelagius might remember the day when he was at the Goat Yak village. And he remembered that time he used Lay on Hands to heal a buddy. All 20 hit points of Lay on Hands he has on his person.
1 second. Sorry.
It's cool.
I hate playing somebody who casts spells, and I don't really do that.
You use Arcane Archer.
Well, yeah, that's about as fancy as I get.
Very well. But yeah, Lay on Hands is his own class thing. He, as an action, touches a creature and can pass all of his class resource points, which is now at 20, and just bestows as many as he wants into a creature, if he so chooses. Or he can go to smiting and hitting this were-tiger.
He's just gonna smite it and hit it. He's for once actually kind of pissed off at this whole situation.
Very nice, very nice. That is... Yes! Does anyone have anything to make this a crit? Because that will be 4d8 radiant damage, because all of the smite damage will be doubled. I
don't have any, sorry.
Anybody?
Nope, unfortunately.
I do want a character in another game.
No. Well...
Don't be silly.
in Inara, have you finished making your character in the background?
Yes, I have.
Lovely, and let's see. Silamir, have you finished making your character in the background?
He's been done since the start.
Both of you have inspiration for having a character ready before the session began. If one of you wants to spend it now, you may.
I will give it up for murdering a were-tiger viciously.
Very nice! You not only get the crit, but you can roll me essentially another Divine Smite. All at once now, Asymmetrics.
So just another Divine Smite?
Yes.
Nice.
27 points of radiant energy as from the Yikla you do a sudden, immense, mighty blow into the were-tiger as you bloody it right there on the spot. Your Yikla glowing with the ancestral guiding light of all the Chultans that have lived and wandered these jungles before, and they have put their smite into this goddamn kitty. Very good. It is now the goblin's turn. Only the goblin queen. She disengages and dashes. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Doo-dee-doo-doop. There we go. There we go. That's her turn. She flees. Okay. Carlos, it's your turn.
She's out of sight, isn't she?
Nah, she's still here. I had to do a little bit of a curve, so she's still on the map if you want to shoot her.
So these things, sorry, the things around the tree stump there, I can't seem to select them. Are those other goblins, or?
You won't be able to select them because they are not tokens for you to control.
I mean I mean, just point them out.
There should be little name tags underneath them, but perhaps that's only me to see. These name tags do say that these are goblin children.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And they've kind of been hiding between the tree stumps badly.
Do it, Anakin.
So, he's gonna move down to the bottom of the map down here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to... Is he able to hit her with his longbow there?
Totally. 150 feet.
Yeah, he's got sharpshooter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's rough. Now, yeah, sharpshooter. Yeah. Whew.
Wow, good job.
A clean, easy snipe as Queen grab stab dies.
Rip.
Rip indeed.
Lit.
Rip,
Lit.
lip, crit. It's all there. Right then. Yeah. It is now Beldrak's turn.
Alright, so our friendly kitty's still alive.
Yes, bloodied though, thanks to the smiting damage from Pelagius.
I'm going to smack the kitty again.
Very nice. How do you... That's your 4th inflict wounds, and you are...
I'm using first level spell slots now.
You're a warlock, right?
No,
He's
I did
dead.
3 levels as cleric and then 1 level as a monk. So I have a total of 2 second level slots and then
Wow.
4 first level slots.
You're way off what I thought you were. Well, interesting mix. I'm digging it. I'm interested to see what you're going down with, but yeah. Damn. That is a good inflict wounds. And you're going to really just keep necrotizing this kitty, laying it all in through his tail as he suddenly shrunk down in like his outstanding like stance. As you've suddenly really nailed that into him. Like you really laid into him, and he's past bloodied now, looking severely hurt.
Doesn't
Elophiel.
it do an extra 2 as well?
Yes, it does.
Because if you're...
Yes, it does. Elophiel, it's now your turn.
Alright, so taking advantage. That's not enough, okay. Alright, let me see here. Let me see. How much? Nope, that's not enough. That's fine. I'm just gonna stay hidden and just kinda assess the situation, see if there's any more goblins or anybody else coming my way.
The only goblins that remain are children, scared and a bit shaky all around. And I think by this point they will definitely do their best to flee. There's not a queen to look after anymore.
Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start moving. Let me see. I'm just gonna dash towards the amulet.
Yeah. No, excellent. You can easily do that. No problem at all. Whoosh.
And I'll just pick it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Perfect. You pick up this silver and golden sort of amulet, and you can feel that there is definitely some magic to this. It's definitely. That's been overlooked by the goblins. It will require attunement, though. Should tell you that. It is now your wolf go.
Okay, so let's see for yeah, okay, so the other one's gonna dash to the wolf near the tiger. And then the wolf beside the were-tiger is gonna attack the bad kitty.
Definitely, let's see it. This will not be pack tactics, so that's going to be a miss.
Wait, what? Why not?
Because this wolf can't get his pack tactics from there, but has to from this position.
I'm not attacking with that one. That one dashed. I can't. I'm attacking with this one.
I understand. And this wolf does not have... This wolf does have pack tactics because of his bros. I'm sorry. Yep, 22.
That's fine.
That's a hit. Where Tiger takes no damage, but will make a strength saving throw, as that wolf will definitely try to provide itself as some kind of distraction. I believe the wolf
That makes it.
He's gonna pass, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Where tigers go? Well, it has a specific focus on its mind. It's going to lay in between, share one claw to It's going to bring both claws down to No, Beldrak's been the most of the problems here. It's going to focus him down with a bloody passion. A miss and a hit doing 5 points of damage. And another con saving throw, please, Beldrak. Well done.
Nice.
Well done. Pelagius' turn.
He's just gonna do the same thing he's been doing for the past few turns.
Very good. Yes, another spell slot taken off however he had left. And that is going to be a hit. 12 points of radiant damage beaming down and stabbing into this were-tiger's gut. As, not a red blood, as you would expect from a mammal, but a green mist emanating from its form. No more goblins. Kolos, it's over to you.
He's gonna just take a dash action to try to get as close as he can up there.
Perfectly fine, yes. Beldrak, can you finish the were-tiger? Do you have it in you?
Yeah, I'll go and smack him again, yelling "Bad Kitty," since I have 2 spells left.
Oh, wow, nice, that's nice. But then, of course, your power has always been hidden from others. You hit with another inflict wounds, and this one brings the kitty down to his last knees. Several portions of his being erupt with small little exhaust events of green mist that trail and go towards Pelagius's backpack. Now it is Alophiel's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna pocket the amulet, and then I'm going to move to here.
Yes.
And take a short bow shot. Although I didn't set that up yet, but I did buy it.
You have produced flame.
What's that?
You have produced flame, don't you?
Yes. No.
Okay, never mind. Do your short bow.
Okay.
Should just be a matter of adding the short bow from the compendium into your equipment, and from there the attack will be added automatically. Shooby-dee-bop-dee-beep. Let's go and deal with this. Bibbidi-bop. Bibbidi-bop, bibbidi-boop. That's on spells. Bibbidi-bop. Okay, most of this looks like you added it in yourself. Wooden bow, scimitar, leather armor. I do not. There's a short bow. It has no weight. You have not added this from the compendium. Let's go and delete that. Beep. Bop. Let's go to compendium. Let's go for short bow. Beep. There it is. Let's drag it in from the compendium. There it is. Weight added, and there it is. Automatically updated in the attacks. You can go ahead and attack with your short bow now. And that is going to be a hit. Though, needless to say, your non-magical, non-silvered bolts simply just pierce through this almost ethereal-like kitty cat.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Very good, it's now your wolf's go.
Alright, so the first one here is going to attack it with advantage.
Absolutely. That's going to get him. Yep, he's gonna hang in there, just able to bat off that wolf like it's nothing.
Okay, and the second one.
Yeah, wolf comes in, tries to dish more out to the were-tiger, but the were-tiger doesn't give a shit about any of these wolves.
Oh, 14 didn't hit it, hey? Okay.
A 14 would hit it, yes. And pack tactics,
so...
right? Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay. Makes another strength save. He passes. Yep. Otherwise, he doesn't care about these wolves at all. And then it's his go. He's going to share some of these... No, he continues to focus Beldrak. There's nobody else that has hurt him. No, there was an amazing smite from Pelagius. So he is actually going to go after him now. He is actually going to give him some claws. Alright, that's a miss and a hit. 9 points of slashing damage over to Pelagius, and he won't need to make another Constitution saving throw. It is now Pelagius' turn.
1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I can't do the math.
What kind of math are you trying to sort out, please?
21 minus 9.
Say that again, please.
21 minus 9.
That would be 12.
Yeah.
Also, you don't need to do the math. You just go to his token, go to the green bar, -9, hit enter, and the math is done automatically for you.
Man, I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Alright, so silver weapons, is that like specified in the name of the weapon or
Indeed. It is
okay.
specified. If he has anything that's silvered, he will have edited the name so at the beginning it says S. dot, and then it would say Yikla.
Okay, I see. Gotcha. He's just gonna kind of take a more defensive actually 1 second. So yeah, he's gonna take a more defensive stance with his shield again.
Okay. Takes the dodge action, no problem whatsoever.
And that's gonna be it there.
Very good. Kolos, it's your turn.
I lost him. Okay, I'm just gonna move him up another dash action.
Totally. Seems fine. Though with 150 feet, you could probably already make a shot all the way back from, well, anywhere down here.
He just moved there, so could I just use second or is that action surge? Yeah, can I use action surge to do an arcane shot?
You firstly will spend your action surge to reclaim the action that you spent to do the dash action, giving you a possible attack action. You perform it, give me an attack roll, and you may add your arcane shot to it if you can still do that again today.
Yeah, I've got one more in me.
Excellent, then let us see it.
And then I'm going to use the we're just gonna go with the I knew which one I wanted, I forgot though.
Usually I think it's a longbow attack.
Did I hit the wrong one?
You've hit none of them yet.
I thought I hit it, sorry.
That's okay. There we go, it's hit a longbow, and that is a miss. You let
Darn.
out a streaking arrow of magical damage that lashes out over to the tiger, but unfortunately the shot goes a little higher as the tiger crouches down and misses it.
Welp, okay.
That is your last arcane shot for today.
Yeet.
Beldrak, it's your turn. You can end this.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last spell slot and hope I can hit him, saying
Here we go.
down kitty.
Let's see. Let's see.
And I'm also gonna use my Fury of the Small to add 4 points additional to that.
Very well. Damn. Yes, you're rolling very well. Wisdom proficiency? Yeah. That final shot, after you poke him in the butt, causes him to growl and roar in agony and frustration as his body begins to evaporate, melting into a green-like mist as he then starts to ooze and float and drift his way into Palladius's backpack. And from there, he disappears. Well done, you guys have beaten the encounter. You are now out of combat.
Okay, I'm gonna leap back and forth. Soup.
I'm gonna go over to my wolves and I'll pet both of them and give them my gratitude and release them back to the Feywild.
Certainly. And they do so on command. And they just puff out of sight.
The sound of bagpipes gets louder.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I mean, I gotta reload. I gotta reload this page so I can actually get some bagpipes, man, because that's important. Need those bagpipes. Okay, there you go, track.
So, I don't know if she is right there, but we talked in the chat. Apparently, our gnome druid also plays bagpipes. So,
Yes, I do.
What do
this
they
was
really?
not planned. This
Well,
was not planned anyway. But...
This is a bit of the magic of Dungeons and Dragons. Well, in that case, then, you will be an accompanying sort of harmony that is a kind of rolling band of Scottish bagpipes. Oh, please load. Please. I'm asking you nicely. Load. Does anybody get to hear any of the Scottish bagpipes right now?
No.
Nope.
Oh God.
There you go.
Oh God. Okay, so don't get to hear it, but I can hear you all get to hear it. Oh God. I'm stopping that because it's coming in through everybody else's stuff. I don't get to hear it.
That was me playing that.
Oh, great. I don't get to hear it, and I don't know why. Oh, wow. Wow. Now no music is getting to play. Oh, roll 20. Come on. Don't be a bitch.
Roll
Don't-
20 needs to give a survival check.
Oh.
Mm.
I
I
wish
can hear
roll-
music again.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear that.
I
The only
can't.
one, the only music that wants to play.
Yeah.
What about music bot?
I mean, I can't juggle. I can't juggle that
True.
while I'm recording. It's frustrating.
Oh yeah.
So yes, you guys are still. Man, I don't want to do this. Not being able to hear. Okay, no bagpipes for me. Roll20 wants to just not take me to dinner and just treat me like it hates me. That being said, you guys do hear over yonder the sound of rolling bagpipes starting to just give that blaring horn-like noise that erupts past the foliage of forest and canopy as soon you get to see the two wandering forms of one bearded human and one small green-haired gnome who, Elofiel, you sort of instantly recognize as some kind of druid. Now, there might be a description, but despite the pictures I offered, this is what we have for our druid at the moment. But here we have a great example of your shining new bard, like male human.
Let us not forget Bobo the flying monkey.
Yes, we can't forget that, because this gentleman is accompanied by a flying monkey, which some of you are very familiar with, given your past with the circus.
Yes. My
Experience.
playwright. My playwright.
Yes, exactly.
That was good times.
Inara, she said she likes the first gnome that you shared the picture of to her.
But she didn't upload it into her character sheet, which is what
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
trying
get
to
her
do.
when she gets back here.
Excellent, alrighty. So yes, here's your little flying monkey. Should be controlled by you if you want to. But yes, just on his back, just sort of like floating up there, just like flapping his fluffy little wings and whatnot, while the little gnome is joining him right beside. How do you guys respond to this? Seeing as it seems like it's quite a strange chance meeting.
Cole still has his bow, like, not pointed at them, but he's still got, like, an arrow knocked in it as he slowly continues advancing towards his group.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go towards them and go beside Pelagius as I kind of make a hand gesture to Kolos, like it's okay. And I'll say, "Hello, travelers. Who might you be?"
I say nothing, and I just make a motion that Bobo has seen many times before, signaling him to dance.
The flying monkey comes forward. He does not go to the ground, and instead perfectly flaps his wings to keep himself sort of suspended in the air. And from there, I guess he does the Charleston dance.
To the bagpipes.
Yes, or he does one of those Fortnite dances that are memeing at the moment.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh, I'd rather not think about that.
I'm so glad I'm out of touch with the younger generation.
I don't know.
For reference,
They looks cool.
This is a man with leather armor on top and just wearing a kilt down below.
Well, yes, you proper killed down below. Outstanding. But yeah, we got a nice preview of our boy right here.
All right, and I say your talent with music is something, well, unique. But what is your name?
Thank you there, laddie. My name is Silmir Michalis. What can I do you for?
Well, it's good that you came by. Although, as you can see, you missed a rather impressive fight. And who might you be? And I look at the gnome druid with a little bit more interest because she's assumably a druid.
Yes, I mean, Alofiel will recognize a druid for a druid right off the bat, no questions asked. Though, you can see that, well, you know what? Even between druids, you can't specifically profile her exactly yet.
I'm gonna actually, I know how to do it, and I'm gonna start speaking in druidic. Like, I'll be like, "What's your name?" and I'll say it in druidic.
Very good.
By the way, this is the most incredible bagpipe performance accompanied by monkey dance you've ever seen.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's-
does have
that's-
assistance. It does have assistance because of a backup bagpiper. So, holy goddamn, yeah, it really is quite something. If only Roll20 would let me play it! Ah. Anyway. Yeah, so, yeah,
Yeah,
continue on from there.
I just ask her, like, what's her name, basically, in druidic.
That will be aimed at you, Inara.
Just one moment. I had to take our daughter to the bathroom real fast.
Very
Oh.
good. Nothing like more. Okay. Boop. So, little gnome friend, basically, she will definitely, in a gentle little voice, mention back that her name, not nicknamed, oh boy, is Yara Torrell. And she says so in a nice, gentle, sweet little voice that's carried softly across the wind, as she says, and she greets Alofiel warmly to her.
Hold up there, lads. One of the goblins is still alive. And I'm gonna walk up, and I am going to cast Vicious Mockery by saying, "Oh, you smell like Bobo's taint."
I wouldn't laugh if it wasn't in his death range to knock this out by. Beldrak. Oh, Beldrak, give...
It's 2 damage.
Oh, I wish you gave him 4 and he failed, because he would pass out at that. Alright, so he saves and takes no damage, I take it?
Yep, no damage. He just got told he smells like a flying monkey's taint.
Yep, but it really hurts, man. It really just emotionally hurts.
That psychological damage is something else.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's wonderful.
I'll rip the mask off one of the dead goblins. Oh, look. Flying thing soup now.
That's our friend Soup. Don't worry, he's friendly, to a degree. Yeah, and I look at Pelagius and I kind of assess him, like, is he okay?
He's just kind of absent-mindedly, like he's got his hand over like where he's like bleeding out on his neck, but otherwise he's,
Don't you worry
Okay.
there, lads. I got this. I'm gonna walk over and cast Cure Wounds on 2nd level.
Fascinatingly, a bard's cure wounds comes in the form of a bagpipe shoved right up Pelagius's ass, and air being blown through it.
Oh!
This is
Wow.
indeed
No.
how it works.
I'm sorry, the image came to me and I wanted to share it with you all.
I'm gonna have to share that with him later.
Frederick, yeah.
He has the video, he'll watch it. So yeah, some great
So-
heals comes his way, certainly.
Thank you kindly.
Is the wee lad over there quite alright?
Who's
Are you
that?
referring to Soup?
Kolos?
Yeah, the one whose mother wasn't very creative.
Well, The mother in this case will be Pelagius, as they named him Soup. But no, he's looking very hurt. This little goblin over here, as he's looting the other one for their ant-themed tusky-like masks, he's looking very hurt and bad and clawed up.
I'm not gonna walk over there and touch him, but I'm just gonna yell over and say, "Oi! Sorry I said you smelled like Bobo's taint." And cast Healing Word instead. At first level.
That makes it all right.
Do
Yeah.
2 hit points of healing. Ah, he doesn't do 2 hit points of healing.
That would have been perfect.
It would have been so good. Yeah, you feel better than when you've met this guy so far. It went bad to good. Anyway, Elophil, you have in your possession the Amulet of Zorn. And with it, you will probably be able to control the Guardian Zorn itself.
Right. Well, I'm going to look at the rest of the group and I say, I think we should take a short rest. I feel like I'll need to attune with this thing before we actually use it on Vorn.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
If you all wish to rest, I can help you all a bit with that. Because Song of Rest, which is basically just I make a performance and you regain an extra 1d6 hit points to the short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet all around. Also, by the way, while you're dealing with this, just children are bolting, running into the jungles to be eaten by predators. And, yeah.
They're not my children, I don't
We
care.
are taking a short rest.
Yeah, by all means, if you wish to.
You can use one dice on that, right?
And 1 or more hit dice. Yeah.
Yes, please. I need a rest.
Very nice.
Alright. So,
Don't forget the extra 1d6.
Oh shoot.
yeah. So 9.
While you all do that, I have never played a bard before, so I'm gonna figure out how this whole inspiration thing works.
You have a set number of inspiration die that are equal to your charisma score, which in this case is 4, given how your healing word modifier went. This inspiration die can increase in value. For now, being that you're level 4, it's more than likely a d6. When you get to higher levels, it will turn into a d8, a d10, and a d12. You can use a bardic inspiration dice for a variety of effects, some of including cutting words, which can lower the attack of another creature to yourself or another person, or you can do some other stuff with it, basically. I'm not sure all of what they can do, but you basically can do...
Ability boost and attack boost is what it looks like.
Page, please, of the player's handbook.
I just have what I copied out for the thing. It says it can be... what does it say?
Bardic
I
inspiration.
think it's like page 64 of the player's handbook.
54.
54, okay. I was off by 10 pages.
You were indeed. That's no problem. So yes, at 3rd level, you get cutting words, which is what you can use your bardic inspiration dice
As
for.
a lore bard, yeah.
As a lore bard, that's right. What college are you?
Lore.
Very good. Then cutting words is what you have, as well as your Song of Rest, which you can use, but doesn't seem to require your bardic inspiration. So yeah, mostly the cutting words part. So yeah,
Got it.
it's all good.
While we're resting, I'm gonna close my eyes and kind of just see through Bobo's eyes
Oh yeah.
and have him fly around and see what's happening around.
Certainly. So, what's happening around is, as you've often encountered in this jungle, very difficult to discern. The only thing you really had any luck being able to catch eye and wind of is when there's been a large undead Tyrannosaurus Rex roaming about, or the one time you saw a great big frost giant completely out of the ordinary around here. As for your view of what you can see, it's pretty much what you can see here, with the exception of it being centered around this little square, of which your little monkey is going to look around and scan that area. To the west, there is a large frost giant that seems to be approaching in this direction.
If I'm gonna call Bobo back and let everyone know about the frost giant.
Just the one.
Well, a frost giant is a big deal to me, so I'm gonna call Bobo back and let the whole group know. There's one coming.
Yeah, certainly.
Did we finish a short rest or no?
Let's say yes.
Okay, so did I attune with the amulet?
You believe you have, yes.
Okay. Okay, so how far away is this frost giant? I ask Silamir.
Difficult to tell, it has to be said. Very difficult to tell.
Okay. Well, I suggest we circle around the frost giant and get to Vorn as quickly as possible then.
Yeah, although you
If
say
at all
circle
possible.
around, which is interesting, because all you need to go is go left, while the frost giant continues on its path to go left. Circling, I mean, look at the locations. Look at where you are. Look at it. There is Yellyark, and if Mr. Frost Giant is heading in this direction, if you want to circle around it, you've got to do some sort of...
Oh, I didn't know he was coming through that way. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean that. I thought he was coming through this way. Never mind, my bad.
No.
Okay, then fine. We'll just go this way.
Yeah, Zorn is right over there.
Wait, can one of y'all guide me? And I'm gonna keep looking through Bobo and keeping tabs on the frost giant. But I can't see during that, so I'd be getting guided by someone.
Kolos just kind of gently takes your arm like some sort of lost lover or something.
I'll climb up his back. He can give me a ride. I'll direct him in the direction we go.
Oh, nice.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely stuff. So yes, you do that. Now, you've not been able to be offered such a lovely backpack ride, and the team definitely mount you on their 2 giant lizards that they have befriended as pack mules, essentially. You may remember. And so they can easily add you to that. But once again, you have found yourself unable to peer through some of the large canopies. And Bobo, in his scouting height, being able to oversee where the giant is, will have lost the group and your own body. Make me a investigation check, please. No, a perception check, please. From the eyes of Bobo. Very good. The giant lizards, fortunately, are able to cause enough of a clamor that Bobo locates where you guys are, and essentially, you locate where you are, and you're able to keep track and to keep up with yourself, not losing Bobo and then having him go outside the range of your spell. The giant continues to come forward, but seeing as you are mounted with lizards, you manage to keep pace with him, and he looks as though he's going to pass by, and you're not going to have to deal with him at all.
Great.
2 days later, 2 days later, 2 days later, having you guys fully healed up, as you skirt and you wiggle between the jungles of Cholt, you are yet again back at the statue of Vorn. This large, what apparently appears to be a shield guardian, standing still and motionless, unmoving, unflinching, and not going anywhere at all.
The bloody hell is this thing?
it was said to be a guardian of some sort. Our benefactor sent us here originally to, or at least one of the trade princes brought to an attention of a guardian, and, well, basically, if we get its help, it could really help us to get rid of this blood curse.
The death curse.
Or, death curse, my bad, sorry.
It's alright.
Right. Curse, death, bad things.
So I'm going to approach the statue and, I guess I don't know exactly how to awaken it, but I'll just raise my arms and, kind of shout at it saying, "Hear me, Vorn, guardian of Chult. I am here to beseech thee in your aid." And
The huge? The large, 10-foot tall statue essentially animates itself into life. It's many vines and crusty wooden platework and metal rusted plates all shift as one as it stands to attention, cracking through the rust and the stiffness that's been on its being as it stands there, not really humming with magic, but very much animated nonetheless, as it stands there silent.
And I look back at the others and I say, "Well, looks like we got ourselves our own giant then." And I'm going to look back at it and I'm going to say, "Can you speak?"
The shield guardian remains silent. In fact, the shield guardian shakes its head negatively.
Okay, well, it can understand commands, I guess. Alright, well... Oh, actually, I have an idea. Can I like, order it to lower its hand to my level and, like, pick me up on its shoulder?
It does so, and it offers you a ride onto its back shoulder as you command it.
How far can I see, like, above the canopy?
Even at the top of this large construct, standing in at around 10 feet or thereabouts, even then you're still not looking over the vast, winding, towering, immense, like, trees of the canopy around.
Okay. Well, at least, how tall is this thing, anyway?
10 feet, I think you said?
Yeah.
10 feet?
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Yeah. Mond spell storing. Interesting. Yeah, it basically stands into around 9 to 11 feet. This one's standing at around the upper side of that height.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was like 20 feet or something like that, but that's still pretty big.
Yes, it's still pretty big.
Alright, well, I'll order it to lower me down, and, I'll say, well, I suppose then we should probably start heading south, towards, what was the exact town, or city again?
Refer to your notes. If you've forgotten, perhaps you've forgotten your quest.
Oh, whatever. Well, we should probably head our way to the heart of Tau anyhow, because that's on its way.
I would like to ask Vorn if he enjoys bagpipes.
The sentient mechanical construct offers no personal opinion, as it has none. That being said, however, the important key location is Omu, the lost city of Omu, where the Naga gave you very strong warnings and advice that is where catastrophe awaits in a dark, icy death grip.
Yeah, of course, I open my notes exactly as you say that. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, I guess we should head on our way down south to Omu then.
Now, it was worth remembering that your whole task was to bring this creature, well, this construct, over to Wakanga Otamu, so that he may reward you. But if you want to use it as your own personal thingy, now is the time.
Well, I think that, I mean, at least that's what I thought was the whole point. Like, we wanted to try and get Vorn to use against the evil Naga in Omu. That way it's like,
There's
more
no weird.
backup.
There's no evil Naga in Omu.
Or
Okay.
Yanti, my bad.
There we go.
So, can I assume that in the 2 days travel over here, they've filled me in on what they're doing, pretty much?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Certainly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if we're ready to go, I say we press on.
All right. Describe to me your group decided heading.
We should probably... We've been to Camp Vengeance, so... Which way do you guys... Are, I guess, mostly Kolos because she knows. Like, do you want to go this way, or...
Weren't we supposed to go to Firefinger for some reason?
That would be because your guide, Eku, has been charging you for the day by her services. But if you will aid her in assisting going to Firefinger, she will be your guide forever for free.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, well, I guess with that, I suppose we know where we're going to be going.
Which is...
Yeah.
To Firefinger.
Very good. Alright then. So, yes, you make your way over to the east. And you essentially maybe trek your way through the jungle as you had gone before. Just going straight east now. First day, second day. With Eku on your side, nothing happens. 2 days pass. The condition of Sindra Sylvain continues to be a mystery to you guys, as you haven't seen her for quite a while.
For the record, if we're traveling, I'm gonna be having Bobo scout ahead a bit.
Bobo won't be able to scout out further or within a mile, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think I actually lose control after 100 feet, so it's even less than that.
There we go then.
Yeah, it's only 100 feet where I can still see through his eyes, which is what I would be doing.
Very well. Then Bobo will not really be scouting that overly far ahead of you guys, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Nope, just a little bit ahead.
Very good. You are approaching a crossing that takes you to Camp Righteous, which you guys have come across before. It is worth remembering that you never peered between this large statue's feet when you were last past Camp Righteous, and if that still it didn't interest you then, and I guess it doesn't interest you now. So, using a bit of ingenuity and cutting down a few trees, you eventually form enough of a bridge for your large lizards to come across the water. Do they swim? Do giant lizards swim? You'd think that they do, but perhaps they don't. Giant lizards...
I feel like last time we did this, they couldn't.
Well, they only had to go through a little bit of a water then, and...
I see.
Yeah. Nope, no swim speed, unfortunately. Just a climb speed, so yes, you formulate a bridge eventually, and with a bit of coaxing, they cross over it. Third day passes, and now Eku warns you that at this point, you guys are going to be crossing through what is undead territory, which is where some of the undead can occasionally be seen wandering around here. Not so unlike the undead you've come across before. 7 days.
Well, we don't have a choice. I don't think. This seems like the only way across.
I'll move that. Well, that does seem to be the case. Taking this out as we go. Boop. There we go. Right. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Okay. Mm-hmm. Dibba-dibba-dee. So, middle of the way through your journey, you guys see well, first you almost missed it, but some character who I know will be between this party with a passive perception score of 12 plus. Am I wrong in presuming one of you has that?
Kolos has it.
There
Yeah,
you
me
go.
too. So
I
I
have
think
it
we're
as
good.
well.
Yeah, there's the resounding. We all have it. I was awaiting, so I was not too wrong there. But yes, you can definitely see this towering statue that was otherwise kind of well hidden between a variety of vines over in this neck of the woods. After placating a few of them apart, you can see this large visage of Ubtao himself, the god, the god and father of Chult. How do you guys proceed?
I'm gonna have Bobo fly around the statue and see if there's anything around it.
Very good. Can I get random encounters, please? Please, just give it to me. Come on. Wilderness. There we go. There we go. Uptown. It's a 10-foot statue, so it's a little bit higher than you guys are. Alright, open up new tab. Control F, Uptown. There we go. But yes, so the statue depicts a stylized Chultan king, which seems to be Uptown in this case. Huh. At the foot of this statue, there seems to be some kind of tribute that has been made to it. There seems to be some kind of tribute that's been left aside for it.
I am going to signal everyone to step back, and cast Unseen Servant.
And to open the chest box, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, very good, very good. Wow. There seems to be a crude map drawn on a scalp of a tanned dinosaur hide, showing a route to Port Nyanzaru and the location of a randomly determined landmark. So this is interesting. I get to decide a landmark, I guess, and it shows a route all the way there.
The Lost City, of course.
No.
Of course.
No, but instead, it will show a different place. Okay. Yeah. And it names the location as Nangalore. And it starts to show a pathway that you corroborate with your own map to essentially mark out the distance. Whoops! No, don't give it a firefinger. And yeah, the map basically keeps trekking on until it gets all the way to Port Nyanzaru. Whoops.
So the other route leads to where again?
This route shows a pathway to Nangalore.
Nangalore. Okay.
Can I roll to see if I would recognize Nangalore, or would it just be like a complete blank for me?
Who's speaking? Who's asking?
Here.
Sorry.
Silamir.
So you are a bard, and there is no bardic knowledge anymore, but there is history checks as being a Mr. Lawmaster. So yes, you are a complete foreigner, but you can certainly give me a difficult history check since you are a law bard, and it does make sense.
Would I be able to give him assistance as a
No, you would.
goblin from here?
Ha! Now, you would have had a better luck making this check, but it's too late now. The result is declared. So, Mr. Silmir, even with that check, you do not know anything about Nangalore whatsoever.
Fair enough.
Now, Mr. Goblin, when all this attention is spoken about Nangalore, you try to think about it, and you've never been that far south of the jungle before. Honestly, you've never been that far down. Remember that each hex is 10 squares, so essentially, in the way that your goblin tribes have moved round and rotated, you've never been close to 190 miles away from home.
Okay, it was just curiosity.
No, certainly. What I can give you, being as you are a goblin from around these parts, you know of where an enemy faction essentially lies. This is the home of the Grungs, or rather where a majority of them worship their froggy lord. And this place is called Dungrunglung, right over here.
We should make a detour to deal with very dangerous creatures of the forest or the jungles. I can lead us to the city.
And these are the frog people that you talked about?
Yes.
As some sort of reward or something for their heads.
Unclear. You wouldn't know of any such rewards because you've never really been into the Port Nianzaro itself, filled with the nasty, overly smart, magic-y humans and whatnot. But it will make you happy to see the Grungs die. That much is clear. Beldrick, or Soup.
We'll make the goblins here very proud of us and me. I become chief.
I don't see much point in seeking out trouble where trouble ain't needed.
And what do these grungs do? Like, they worship their god, presumably, but what else do they do? Do they defile anything?
They are the frog equivalent of a goblin, essentially, but with extra poison to them. They are another tribe that inhabit and possess a portion of the jungle.
Would this be meta knowledge, or would anybody be able to know if they're able to breathe water?
Unclear. That would be meta.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Mr. Goblin.
No, that didn't mean to come sharp or anything.
No, it's cool. Mr. Goblin might know. Boopity boop, grung, shibbity ba, beep, boop, boopity beep. Yeah. You know, Mr. Goblin, that the grung can indeed breathe underwater.
Kowal's just casually mentions that he's able to get across simple ideas to them, so if we do happen to pass through, he can try to persuade them that we mean no harm.
It could be worth noting, although I don't know if they're going to be so hospitable.
True.
I think my little buddy here does mean them harm.
Me? No. I mean nobody harm. I'm friendly. I'm Soup.
Pelagius
Soup
just
isn't
kind of pats him
harmful.
on the head.
I saw the back end of what he did to that weretiger there, laddie. I ain't believing that for a second.
Do what to what, weretiger?
The kitty.
Oh, I just picked Kitty.
It is not Pet Kitty.
Well, in any case, whether or not we pass by these grungs, I don't think we should cause any more trouble than we need, like Selimir said.
Inara, you've been quiet for a while. What are your thoughts to these plans? Excellent. Lovely. Very good.
She may be dealing with children.
They were dealing with children the last time. Oh. Anyway, very well. We'll continue without her.
So I guess we'll continue on to Firefinger, at least.
Yeah, very good, very good. So, with new riches in tow, having discovered it from this, what's it face? From this, oh yeah, and the Shield Guardian marching along beside your two giant lizards. You guys carry on. Now, when you get to this, that's a thing. And you manage to avoid a majority of the undead. Now, as you get to this side of this large chasm that forms up the River Tiriki, you guys... Okay, why can't I unclick you? Alright, that's not what I really want to deal with right now. Okay, so you're broken. Okay, that's fun. When you get to this side of the River Tiriki, this part of the river is very steep. You guys are essentially dealing with a place that has multiple rising and falling waterfalls that are at a steep and fast-flowing inclination, with trees that precariously hang over it but don't cross all the way. You're not dealing with a slow, steady river now. You're dealing with you're dealing with fast, high, rising sort of falls and drops. But on the other side, you can see a large single stature building rise out from between the foliage, with a large glowing fire resembled from its peak. And Eku, your guide, tells you that that's it over there. We can see it, as she points out that it's just like right across from the side. But with the giant lizards in tow, this is difficult for you to navigate over. How do you guys proceed across this dangerous gorge?
We can go around.
That might take too long. How wide is this river per se?
This river is about 60 feet wide.
60 feet wide.
Does anyone have rope?
I do.
We all have rope, I think. Unless, I don't know.
I do not, but I do have a flying monkey that could fly a rope across. I just
have
don't
some-
think he can tie knots. So,
Kolaus, if nothing else, could try to swim across.
That is impossible because that's swimming up a river. That's swimming up a waterfall. That really is.
Oh, it's like a waterfall. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's steep and it is torrential. And I also need to mention that I think Roll20 has crashed on me. God damn it.
I mean, if you want to trust a monkey to tie a knot, we could try that, but
I'd ask Vorn, but I don't know how big his fingers are.
I mean, yeah, you can certainly ask him.
I mean, you can test if he can tie a knot before having him go across.
Okay.
How do we get him across? He's like made of metal and stuff.
Indeed,
He could
and
throw
he is
somebody.
large, and it is a 60-foot gap he's trying to cover.
He could throw
Well, if
somebody
he-
small.
Yeah, that's true. We could throw soup.
We could
wait,
literally
wait, no,
just
no,
have
no, no.
Vorn lay across the gap and just walk over. Wait, did you
It's
say
not that
6
tall.
foot or?
It's 60.
Oh, I completely misheard that. Never.
Yeah, no, 6 feet.
I'm like, it's only 6 feet. Just have him lay across and walk over him.
No, it's 60. I mean, we could just throw soup.
I don't agree with this plan.
It's okay. We'll tie a rope to you. You know, if you fall into the chasm, we'll just pull you back up and try again.
Oh, okay. That means I'll be safe.
Exactly.
I can
Veil.
also cast Gust of Wind.
Okay.
And I think we should have Vorn throw soup.
That's what I was thinking. I think he may be more capable.
And
Alright.
Bobo can climb on Soup's shoulders and flap his wings to get some extra altitude.
Okay. But ultimately, it's Vorn that's throwing the pair of them across, right?
Yeah.
I guess. But there's a
good.
rope tied to him.
And I'm gonna be making
Drag
sure I
back
have my
over.
new mask on my face.
Nice. Certainly, it rather closely resembles the previous one with a few alterations. But very well. You assemble your giant robot on the one side of the river. He holds soup in hand and rears back in a controlled clicking sort of roller coaster. Click, 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 click. And he assumes the furthest rearing sort of position for the throw. The monkey, Bobo, continues to clasp his legs and arms around your smelly goblin shoulders, and he kind of looks there with his wide, innocent monkey eyes, his wings ready to extend and flap while your waist is tied off with a rope. Where's this rope tied off to?
Yeah, I think it would be tied off to his waist. It makes the most sense.
Tied off against who? Who holds the other
Oh.
end of this rope?
I do not.
Maybe we should tie it to like Vorn's wrist, so like it kind of like unravels as he throws soup, and then
I
like if
agree
they fall into the chasm, then he can just pull them up like a yo-yo.
Oh my god.
I like this idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea, but I like this idea.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm
What's
gonna
the
caution.
monkey?
What's that?
I say if the monkey can fly, we tie the rope to the monkey. The monkey can fly with me if we get lost. If I don't make it across.
Do you trust a small flying monkey or a giant automaton? No offense,
I don't know.
Silamir.
I trust whatever you guys think is best.
None taking
like family
Bobo's
to
a
me now.
cheat.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tie it to Vorn, and I'm gonna like pat Vorn, and I'm gonna say, remember, we just need them to get to the other side of the river, not across the island.
The Vorn understands this, and it seems like he does. So you attach a rope to Thingy, right?
Yeah.
Very good, very, very good. Doo babidi boop, beebidi bidi boop, beebidi boop, boop. Come on, what is this? What is this? What is this? Player's Handbook. Deebidi bada beebidi boop, sheebidi bada ba beebidi boop, bada bidi beep bop, beebidi bum bada bada bum beebidi doo doo doo. I'm looking for a rope. Where is a rope? I'm on page 151. I need some rope. Give me some fucking rope. Rope. Perfect. Excellent. You attach a rope to the goblin, a rope, and you tie extra bit of it over across the Vorn's wrists, or even the middle finger, just in true yo-yo style. Monkey
Yeah.
and Thing begin to fly off, or not fly off. He understands the command that you say, and he looks at the goblin and the monkey. So then Vorn he goes from his throwing position, he takes the goblin and monkey, he pulls them apart from the rope, snaps it, and then throws the pair of them across the other side of the river. The two begin to fly as Bobo is there gliding, as they begin to fly majestically across this roaring gorge as they go over. There's no way for the goblin to be any lighter, but there is a good chance of roleplay at the moment. What does Soup scream as he flies through the air like no goblin has before?
It's on a loud screech and squeal as he's going through the air, really questioning his choices and following with his new family.
The monkey more or less does much the same as it continues to flap desperately to sort of keep its airtime going. And the pair of you hit with a clash against the other side of the trees there. The trees that are like defensively curled up and sort of make this wall as they kind of edge the side of these other cliffs. and you desperately grasp on, and Bobo suddenly lets go of you to climb this tree and hold onto it safely, while you, Mr. Goblin, are sort of like sliding down its bark as you're kind of going down to the side of this large gorge, having made its way to the other end of the 60-foot side. Give me an acrobatics check, please. Excellent. You managed to find time to quickly scramble around the other side of the tree, hugging it desperately and holding onto it for dear life as you're safely on the other side of the 60-foot wide gorge. The rope
Vorn
snapped
ripped the
from you.
rope, right?
It did indeed. It followed your command that it must get these two across. After checking of the player's handbook, a rope will only have a reach of 50. What's more, a portion of it was tied over to his wrist, so there'd be no chance that all 50 of that would have been used at maximum.
Oh. Well, at least it can follow commands.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
When you collect up that broken rope back together, this will now be a rope that can make a distance of 40 feet.
What if we have the monkey come back over and then we handed the rope since the goblin's already over there?
That's
Like,
true, because
we
he
have
could
more-
actually tie a knot. We could tie the... Because more than one person had rope, you could tie the ropes together to make a bigger rope.
You can indeed.
And then the goblins on the other side, our buddy Soup over there, so we can actually tie a knot. And Bobo can just fly the rope across.
I'll give my length of rope. Like my full length of 50.
Mine too.
There we go, excellent. So using more than one rope, I wasn't going to hint it too much, but I did cover you use a rope. And I wanted to see if that singular grammar would hint anything. But no, this is how interest happens. You combine more of your rope together, thinking this time ahead a bit more of the distance that's going to be applied, and yes, Bobo will indeed carry that rope across, and your goblin comrade on the other side will assist in crafting a little bit of just a rope that is attached to trees on either end.
We're not going to be
Alright.
able to get Vorn across, are we?
No, you are not.
Well, what if we make him a running jump, like a running start, and then he jumps across?
You are very welcome to try.
I'll take care of that, unless you have an idea.
I say that's gonna be a Looney Tune moment.
Exactly. That's why I like it.
How deep is it?
There is a 100. I think it's fair to say that there is a 175-foot drop from your exact location.
Okay, there goes that plan of just having him jump down.
I mean, you could probably take it.
But then having him
True,
get back
but
up
I
there.
can't. Yeah, and I can't exactly heal a construct.
No, you cannot.
No, I don't know how. I don't really have any spells to help with that either. Unless Gust of Wind, but...
I have Gust of Wind as well.
Ooh, then maybe we can combine.
Oh god!
Yeah. I don't know. If you're down for it, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
It's okay, I'll cast Unseen Servant, and my Unseen Servant will throw him across.
Oh god!
Perfect.
What?
I'm getting a mental image from Captain Planet episodes for this scene.
Out of interest, because, Mr. Ilofril, you are attuned to it, you are aware of the features that can come from this, which is that you can prepare a spell inside the Shield Guardian itself. While you're attuned, you can basically store a spell inside the Shield Guardian of 4th level or lower. To do so, the wearer must cast the spell on the Guardian. The spell has no effect while it's stored, and when commanded to do so, the wearer or the situation arises via a predefined situation, the Guardian can cast the spell with any parameters set by the original caster. For example, if you knew the spell Featherfall, and you cast it on the Shield Guardian, you could command it that when it starts to fall down here, it should deploy its Featherfall. Such a situation like that is possible.
I
I
knew
don't have
should have taken
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
Wait. Oh. Actually. So it just needs to. Like, if it falls, can it climb up? Like, if it had, say, spider climb?
I love that thinking. That is a nice, smart thinking. It absolutely could if such a spell was left into it. Absolutely.
Okay. Then I will do that then. I'll cast spider climb on it.
That's excellent. You don't even need it to do anything else, certainly. So either through storing the spell or casting the spell, you put the spider climb spell over its being. It was way too heavy to make that jump, but basically, Vorn gets to the ledge of this gorge, and its huge fists sort of clutch into the large rockery that's there. And though it doesn't have the feet to support its heavy weight, the magical assistance of the spell does help it manage to combat the sheer quantity of splashing waterfall water that cascades down its shoulder and head as it continues to make its way across, and does so successfully, coming out the other side.
Great. And I'll give them a
Bobo.
thumbs up.
What about our
Bobo.
lizards?
They have a climb speed, but they are not want to go into water. They don't want that too much.
Yeah. Rip lizards.
It's okay. Yeah, just leave them.
Maybe it's time to depart from them.
Yeah, certainly.
Um,
So while you're thinking
Um,
of departing from them, you gather up some of your supplies off their backs and you give them a pet.
Play just like cuddles them for a full 5 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah.
He gets a lizard sandwich between the pair of them as they cuddle him side by side.
I ignore all of this because I have no attachment to these lizards,
Aw.
and I just go across on the rope.
Yes, you do. Give me an
'Cause,
acrobatics check, please, as you shimmy horizontally across this gorge.
Most certainly. Did I take? No, I took expertise in performance and persuasion. Aha! This is bad.
Out of curiosity. Bop-a-da-ba-dee, bop-bee-ba-dee-boo. Rolling some information, beebity-bop-ba-dee-ba-dee. That will definitely mess you up. Beebity-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-doop. Alright, so your legs give way and your hand starts to be the only thing that's holding on to this portion of the rope. Given how low to the ground this rope is, considering where this gorge is, your lower body is suddenly caught up in a wave of the flowing currents that are slapping and washing against you as you're down to one hand. Your second hand coming over to grasp at the rope as well, as you're suddenly finding yourself holding on for dear life before you're swept away and swept down this gorge. Make me a strength saving throw, please. Or an athletics check.
-1. Let's do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rip.
The current takes you and starts to pull you away from the rope. You begin to float to the edge of the gorge as you're getting close to the lip of this water, middle of the way in, 30 feet from either side of the bank. Do you or any of your team have any means of helping you escape this dire situation?
Kolos can run across and try to help him. Or that.
Well, Kolos
I-
wouldn't run, he would swim, I guess.
Run across.
Could I cast Unseen Servant to try and? Because it has a range of 60 feet. Could I cast
Yeah.
it to try and slow me down?
Certainly. It takes an action, so I will allow that. It creates an invisible force, task of command. What command do you give it?
Get me out of here.
Very good. The invisible servant tries to root its invisible feet, as I presume it takes some kind of semi-humanoid shape. It basically just tries to anchor itself the best it can. And the best it can do is just to sort of fight off the flow of the current. It certainly does try to push you to the side of the river, but whenever it does too much side movement pushing you, the threat of it slipping out of your hand becomes all too apparent from its semi-spectral, ethereal presence. So it carefully tries to slowly wiggle you across, lacking a real amount of force behind it.
Was anyone else able to do anything? That's pretty much all I got.
I guess
Unless I
Kolos
can,
can
roll.
jump in there.
But does
Right.
Kolos jump in there?
Sure. He's gonna stick to the rope though. Like he's more than adept at swimming, but he's gonna like stick close to the rope that way in case there's like a rip current or something.
Well,
I
that's
think
very
I'm
smart of
swept
you, but
far
yeah, he
enough
is
away
swept a
from the
bit
rope.
closer to the edge. He's a bit more out from the rope at this point, so you will need to get ballsy to save him.
We'll get ballsy.
Very nice.
Isn't Vorn nearby, actually? Didn't it climb down?
Vorn is 30 feet away from the other side of the bank.
Yeah, so I mean, I could try and gust of wind you the rest of the way. Is that possible? Like,
Well, firstly, we'll begin with the first action that's been declared, which is that Kolos jumps into the water and swims with the speed and elegance you would expect of a Triton, flashing their fins and running through the water as they go right beside you. Rather than going stationary to otherwise, get caught up in having the currents truly hit her while he's got this momentum going, they come right for you, scoop you up, and basically in a twirling barrel roll formation, they do a dolphin kick as they hug you and try to fight the current and with you as weight, pulling you to the side. Kolos, I'm gonna need an athletics check, please. Not a strength saving throw, but an athletics check.
Both of them?
No, just an athletics.
Wow!
oh no!
Oh, I was not
Hold
expecting
on.
that!
Hold on. Inara has inspiration still that she can give.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
like to politely request that I not die.
Taking Kolos with you. Inara,
Dolphin man.
do you give inspiration?
Yes.
Inspiration spent. Asymmetrics. There was a moment there where you felt the current sort of starting to take you, as you felt very much like a salmon trying to flop and fail upstream. But fortunately for you, your Triton powers kick in, as this was what you were born to do, and little by little you make some progress, going straight into a dedicated rhythm of flapping in your dolphin-like kick, until eventually the two of you flop over to the other side of the bank, having successfully made it across, and you're particularly tired, it has to be said.
He just kind of sits there, giving like an "oh shit, what the fuck just happened" look.
Yay. But otherwise, you've saved Selamir's life.
Gasping for breath, is this a bedtime dimension? I don't know how to swim.
I yell across, "Good job, Kolos! You didn't die!"
He just kind of gives a thumbs up back.
Nice. And Kolos, yeah, you've been in the land for quite a while, and you gotta be honest, it felt good being in the water. It's been a long time. You've been a dried out fish for quite a while.
It reminded him of simpler days.
Yeah.
Simpler, non-adventuring days.
Who's left to cross?
Beldrak's
Still on the
across.
first shore.
Yeah, Inara and me are left.
Alright.
Pelagius.
Oh, and Pelagius, that's right.
Alright.
Do I have a rope? I don't think I do.
There's a rope that's covering across it. The tricky part is that it's not like a ladder or a bridge, it's just a rope.
Exactly. Well,
I'm gonna cover Inara while I have them nearby since they gave inspiration. Are you still with us, Inara?
Yes, I'm here.
Very good. how do you approach crossing this rope?
To be honest, one of my first thoughts was use the bag on my pipes to float on, depending on how big, because I can't remember how big a hand it really is.
I'm being assaulted
but I
by
don't
your
think that's gonna
child. I was being assaulted by your child. Either way, you mentioned using the bag of your pipes in some interesting manner.
Like sliding across on it, I think is what they mean.
Yeah, because presumably the bag would float, but I don't know how well that would work.
Not very well. Given that it's made of hempen rope and not silk rope, it would incur a lot of friction, and you would be like jimmying it. It's not like it's going very high to very low. It's very much an even across.
Right, I forgot we were still using the rope. I was just meaning like a flotation device.
Oh, as a flotation device, it would work swimmingly. But you would be very buoyant on top of this current.
You guys should have had Vorn thrower.
Well, Vorn's on the other side now.
Yeah.
If Kolos has a rope, we could tie the rope to their waist, and I could have hold it just as an emergency backup system in case someone else falls in.
Yeah. And then what happened to that 40 feet of broken rope earlier?
It's still on that side of the bank, I guess.
We could just have Bobo fly the rope over to you.
Or just as a suggestion, I could become a giant spider and with Inara on my back, I can just like a spider climb along the rope and just get her across.
Or I am a druid, so as long as there's a swimming or floating creature that's less than a half of a challenge rating.
Or
Oh yeah, you
we're
can just
still
wild
missing
shape it. You can just
the
wild
one
shape be a
person
fish.
now. We are missing our paladin. We need to get him across. It's easy to
Or wait,
forget he's not
if
actually
Inara is a druid, you have wild shape too. So why don't you just become a spider and just climb across the rope?
That'll work.
Yeah.
And then I'll just carry Pelagius on my back as a giant spider. Or yeah.
Okay. Let's deal with Inara. Inara, you take the form of a subtle little spider. You cross the rope.
Okay.
No issue, no trouble whatsoever. Pop back out like it was nothing.
Right as the goblin's about to stomp on the spider. Ah, spider!
Spider.
Awesome. Any complaints to that, Inara? You're about to be squished and harmed by this stupid goblin.
Do I have the option of changing back to my not goblin,
No.
gnome, natural form?
Yep, perfectly. Right on the spot.
Okay, I turn back to a gnome and bash him on the head
Bonk.
because I'm carrying a staff, or I have a staff with me.
Yeah, certainly. You give him a bonk. And, yeah, you're perfectly fine over the other side. Now then, so Elofriel, you turn into a giant spider, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, you take the heavy armored, shielded Pelagius over your back.
He just kind of pets you.
It's like, Pelagius, don't push it.
Perfect. So, yes, Pelagius certainly sits atop the spider. Now, this is interesting because while you most certainly can climb on most surfaces, when you are a large creature, and you are large, I take it, right, as a giant spider?
Yes. Yeah.
Pelagius would have to mount you. Skimming across this little rope is actually harder than you thought, being a giant spider. You thought it would just come so easily. But having very large, stubby legs, it actually incurs... No, it doesn't. It's the equivalent of how slightly thin a web is in comparison to the fact it's fictionally rope. Ignore me. You cross that rope bridge totally fine. You make it to the other side, as there you can see right in front of you there is a giant statue of a building that has a fire lit atop it as the evening starts to dawn in and the night begins to wash over
Wait a
the
second.
jungles of Cholt. What's
How
up?
did Aku get across?
She just bossed going across the rope like it was nothing.
You're asking the guide how she got across the rope.
Tightrope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with night dawning over, the jungles of Cholt, the brazier that is atop Firefinger becomes more and more obvious, and that is where I will end today's session.